in this part of the world, Africa, our beautiful continent, power shortage is something that we cannot do without. That's unfortunate. As we continue on the show, you see, Mikel have already told us what he expected to do if he had been in the position of Enzo Maresca. And on this edition of Offside, he also provides solutions on the things that Enzo Maresca ought to have done. And the next stage, what we're going to be looking at is Arsenal also had the same challenges with the handbrake approach and all that. And now there's an opportunity for two sides, Arsenal and Chelsea, to redeem their image with the Emirates Cup coming around. Chelsea will be playing against Lincoln City, a side that they've defeated 3 times, haven't played 5 times, and had 2 draws. And Arsenal will be coming out against Port Vale. Port Vale and Arsenal have played 5 times. They've defeated Arsenal 3 times, and Arsenal notching 2 victories. So that's going to be a difficult match any way you look at it. Arsenal have to go into that game with their A game, A formation, in order to notch a victory. Because one thing about these games, it's all about mind games when you look at the head-to-head. You understand? If I've beaten you before, I always want to have that edge. It's like when Arsenal defeated Real Madrid, history started coming into place. Arsenal went there with a team that is not too formidable, and they played against the Galacticos and they won. And somehow it happened again. Arsenal defeated them home and away. So for a side like Port Vale that have defeated Arsenal 3 times with Arsenal notching 2 victories, it's going to be a quite difficult match. And for Lincoln City against Enzo Maresca, what do you think Enzo Maresca should do? Because Jorgensen as a goalkeeper that is going to replace Sanchez, I don't think he's a formidable goalkeeper because that is one shot for. Prior to this time, you people having a matching order for Sanchez against United. The only area that afforded Chelsea's team is the central park, middle of the defense, where you have Cowell or Aderibayo. Cowell is injured now, or you have Chaloba, or you have this was the name of the Fofana. So I've been seeing that mix up. They've not been able to have a consolidated set of defense, and that is also the thing that is affecting United. Even though we're not talking about United here, every now and then you see mix up of people coming in the middle of the park. So there is no stability for you guys. So how do you think Enzo Maresca should be able to approach this match against Lincoln City?
First, I want to say Maresca, I think our next match against Lincoln City is an opportunity to win the fans back. Because I tell you, so many Chelsea fans are very much disappointed with the United game results against Manchester United. Because taking the format in which Manchester United is now, and the way United is struggling, and the system in which all United fans are frowning against, and that system won against us. So I feel that the pressure is on him. He just needs to redeem himself and take off the burden by winning. There is nobody cares about what tactics he goes in or what his lapses. Just go there and get the results and win the fans back. That would be the best thing. Regardless, whatever strategy you take or whatever approach, if you don't come out on top in that game. And besides, it's a cup competition. We need to be very more mindful of that.
Especially looking at how Green's been knocked off.
United, you see the environment. So it's a cup competition. You don't go out there underrating the opponents. By the time you want to recover, like we see, we start slow or whatever. Let me use my team B or whatever. You make sure you go strong. It's an opportunity to redeem and win the fans back. So it needs to go out there very strong. Even if you can beat 5, 6, yes, it will send a strong message, and the fans will as you cover the 2 losses, because everybody now will go out proud, wearing their jerseys and making mouths again. So it's an opportunity. Nobody cares whatever strategy he wants to use. Let him just go out there, get the results, get the finest results, then he can take off the burden. But if he goes there and starts sleeping again, then I think the pressure will be high.
I'm not going to bore you with the idea of you giving us your starting 11 for the game, because you guys have got formidable players all around. Even if you want to call guys from the 49 players that are on loan, you have enough players. But let us look at what's your scoreline prediction for this match against Lincoln City?
For me, it's not even about prediction. I want nothing less than 3 goals and above. So nil, even not conceiving. one should not conceive, because in conceiving we are putting the pressure on us.
Yeah.
So even if you are 1-0 up and they equalize, more pressure. Even if you are 2 goals up and they go 2-1, you are also incurring pressure.
So
And this,
just go there
yes,
and be
just go there and master it. Then with regards to defense, yes, for now, I want to see Enzo rotate in that defense until he happens to find the
But if you
perfect
continue
match.
to rotate the defense, how are you going to get the perfect match?
Yes, that's what he's doing now to get the perfect match. If you rotate it now, it's early in the season, so you see you're able to get the perfect blend. But if you don't rotate and you just stick to one player that is not performing, or the inconsistency, another thing also is that most of the defenders are inconsistent. They can come in one game and see, but for the past games, we've seen more consistency from Chalobah. So that being in mind, you put Chalobah as one of your constant defenders. We know Cucurella is constant. We've seen that performance. We'll see James and Gusto. You are trying to convert James, but you are not showing much more confidence in Gusto. And that's a shaky. If you are trying to convert James, the best possible replacement
to do is to go and redeem the image of that drab performance against Man City. You have the personnel, you have the armory, you have everything to defeat your opponent. You are scared. So for how long will we Arsenal continue to play with this handbrake? It clearly shows that Arteta isn't ready. He is truly not ready to take Arsenal to the promised land, because you cannot have this avalanche amount of depth in players and you're playing with a lot of fear. And so let's hope that this head-to-head count against Port Vale is not something that is going to come back to haunt Arsenal, because in the time past during the Wenger days, we see smaller teams knock Arsenal out of the English FA. If they do that, it means it's really going to be a snag in the wheel of progress this season. So don't forget to join us in making comments on the comment section. As a bar rounding off, I just want to ask Mickey to say one last word to the viewers and until come your way again.
Before I said my last words, let me just say the FA Cup, over the years, we've seen big teams taking it just for granted. The FA Cup, the Community Cup, the Cali Cup, Carabao, we've seen that say, okay, it's just for boys. That loves it. No, FA Cup is one of the most prestigious trophies also in the league. So I don't want to see managers going there, okay, let's use my team B or what. At this stage,
put out your strongest.
Give it the value it deserves. Give it. Yes. Because if you start making this complacency, you don't know. Like in your own case, the record is almost equal. And you don't know if the record speaks against you. So you don't create the room for that. Going strong, and when you've done the work, maybe you can take it easy now. Maybe first half you've banked 3 goals, then you can say, okay,
let me use my team B now.
Yes. But mostly what managers do, they come in with young
total overhaul.
Yes. Then when the damage or the disaster,
that was exactly what happened to United.
Yes, you want to come and
they're rushing all the players, Bruno Fernandes, everybody come in, let's cook the food.
So let's don't go. So for my last words, for Chelsea fans, I see some people crucifying Maresca. Like I always say, Maresca has surpassed our expectation. We took him from the Championship. Everybody cried him out. Who is this man? He's not even popular. He's not, but he's done much. The fact that he's been able to put this group of players, young players, and they are now putting the ball together. We're getting results. We're winning trophies. Yes, I know much is expected. He has raised his standard. We just want him to keep up to his standard and to do more. And to all our fans and subscribers, it's simple. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. It's always, the offside.
Thank you very much, Mickey. And just like Mickey said, the coaches need to take the competition, whether it's the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, whatever cup. A cup is a cup. See, today Chelsea are bragging and saying we are Club World Cup champions because they took it seriously. And today they won it. So you cannot remove that from the annals of history that they are Club World Cup. You see them, they're having their Super Cup badge on their crest, Anyways, it is what it is. So let us take every competition serious. And look, you need to take competition serious because you spend money to get these players. And even though it's an opportunity for you to use it to hone the skills of most of guys from the academy, but you need to take it serious. And don't forget that this is the offside. We're building a larger community together. I want to say thank you for taking us to the point, to the position where we are. We can do much more better when you make your comments count and you subscribe, you like, and keep sharing. Until then, it is the offside. Keep it tight.